Hey there! I am bringing you today something that is a highly requested video, aka something that 2 subscribers had requested me do. But I wanted to fulfill their request because I think it can be something that is helpful, and that is a compilation of all of my results from all of the ketone tests that I've done. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you all of the products that I have done ketone tests for to date, and which ones kicked me out of ketosis or lowered my ketones, and which ones actually rose my ketones. And those results will be based on the ketone test that I had taken before I ate the product or had the product, and then the last ketone test that I took after consuming the product. So when I first started doing ketone tests, I think I was doing 30 minutes in an hour. And now I do 1 hour after I had the product and then 2 hours after I had the product. So the results that I will tell you will be based on, let's say, the 2-hour mark, because that was the last ketone test that I had done. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so the people that asked me to do this video had actually asked me to do a video for all of the products that lowered my ketones, which I thought was interesting because I am more interested in the ones that raise my ketones. But I wanted to go ahead and provide you both. So I might have to split this up into 2 videos if this video gets too long. I will go ahead and show you and tell you each of the products that lowered my ketones throughout my ketone test videos. If you want to see exactly how much a product affected my ketones, as in like if it lowered my ketones by 0.2 or 0.5 or 1.5 or whatever, you'll need to watch the particular product review where I show those results. So I will put a playlist of all my product review videos to date at the end of this video if you want to watch them. Okay, so the first product that lowered my ketones was the Mission Low Carb Wraps. I'll have a picture. I'll have a picture here, hopefully. I was very saddened to know this, but it made a lot of sense because I was not losing weight and I was having those low carb wraps every week for sure. The next product that lowered my ketones was Pro Granola. Pretty tasty granola. My boyfriend actually still eats it, but I don't because it did lower my ketones. I think it was by a lot too. The next product that lowered my ketones was the donuts from Crave Bakehouse. Very saddened by that. I also felt pretty lethargic after having those products. The next product that lowered my ketones was Catalina Crunch cereal. I think I got the cinnamon cereal. I did not test any of the other ones just because I did not enjoy the Catalina Crunch cereal that I had. The next product that lowered my ketones was MCT bars. I am hopefully going to be doing a product retest of this just because it didn't really make sense to me why it would have lowered my ketones. So hopefully I'll get a chance to retest that product. The next unfortunate reduction in my ketones was caused by Fran's keto bread. But it's really not the bread that I prefer, so I wasn't too bummed about that, but I know some of you guys might be. One decrease in ketones that I was saddened by was from the Protein chips that I get from Nutrition. It did actually lower my ketones. I don't think it was a very significant amount, but it's still sad nonetheless. And on the sweet side, something that lowered my ketones was the Keto Wise Caramel Crisps. Super tasty, but did lower my ketones. So this one is the Cereal School Flaming Hot Chips. Those did lower my ketones, sadly. And along those same lines, the Slim Jim Squealing Hot pork rinds also lower my ketones. Another thing that I used to eat every day that actually does lower my ketones is the Smart Sweets products. I've tried the peach rings, the sweet fish, and the smart chews, and every single one of them lowered my ketones, unfortunately. I also tried the Good hazelnut chocolate spread. That lowered my ketones as well. I'm actually disappointed in that one because it says it's sweetened with stevia, but it actually has the first ingredient be maltitol, I think. I think that's what it was. This one I'm actually surprised about because I decided to incorporate this in my daily diet. Quest cookies actually lowered my ketones. I don't think it was a super significant amount, but I'll definitely have to watch back that product review video because I just bought like a whole box of Quest cookies. So I'd like to know how much that did lower my ketones for my own reference. The pure protein bars decrease my ketones as well, which is something that in past years I did eat regularly. So I'm glad I started testing my ketones. The somewhat surprising, the Birch Benders keto cups or mug cakes, I'll have a picture here. They lowered my ketones. I'm not sure why. I wonder if I personally have an intolerance to almond flour or something. I don't know. Another one that I'm super duper disappointed by is the Carb Right cookie dough protein bars. They lowered my ketones too. They are so delicious. It's the only low carb cookie dough anything I've had that actually tasted like cookie dough. So definitely bummed about that. Raw Rev Glow lowered my ketones as well. I don't remember the reason for that, but I wasn't too bummed by that because I didn't like the taste of it. I did try another keto cereal. It's called Wholesome Provisions, and that lowered my ketones as well. But it didn't really taste all that great, so I didn't cry about that one. I did try the BHU Fit bars, and that lowered my ketones. I do have a request for me to test the BHU Keto Bites. So I will be testing that. If you have any suggestions of products that you want me to test in the future, let me know in the comment section below because I do keep a running list of that. And based on how many times a product is suggested by one of you, I kind of notate that, and then the products that are requested more than others, I put higher on my list of products to review. So I kind of prioritize that, so it helps to hear what you guys think. The Slim Fast peanut butter cups and caramel cups actually do lower my ketones, but I think it's a pretty insignificant amount. I think it was like by 0.2 it had lowered my ketones. I probably won't be buying those again just because they are on the pricier side. I had bought a whole bunch at Grocery Outlet when they were basically like 50% off, and I've just kind of been working down that supply. This one I actually forgot lowered my ketones, and that is the pure hazelnut spread. I always thought that one raised my ketones. A surprising one was the Fat Snacks cookies that lowered my ketones. I'm not totally bummed by that because I think they're just fine, but I still think that's kind of surprising. One that is not too surprising is the Fiber One caramel pretzel bars. I mean, it has real looking pretzels in it, so it's not too surprising that it kicks me out of ketosis, and I think they have maltitol in them as well. Another very unsurprising one is the Atkins Indulge caramel squares. Holy cow, those are good. Too good. I think even if they didn't lower my ketones, I would still not have them in the house because they remind me too much of candy and I eat way too much of them. Another one that lowered my ketones that I used to incorporate in my diet all the time was the Grenade Carb Killa bars. They do have maltitol in them, I believe. More recent ones that I have tested, the Breyers Carb Smart, I think is what it's called. That one lowered my ketones as well. Another baked good company that I was really bummed about that lowered my ketones was Just Made. I had actually tested their products twice and got basically the same results, which was really, really bad. So, definitely check out that video. I've been seeing their brand a lot more, and in my opinion, it is not keto friendly because it straight kicked me out of ketosis. It might just be because I have an intolerance to monk fruit, but I've had other products with monk fruit and it has not lowered my ketones. So I don't know. I was finally able to test the Aldi Love and Fresh bread, and it lowered my ketones as well, which is fine because I don't have an Aldi near me, so I wouldn't have been able to get it again. Thank you, Rhonda from Rhonda Said, for sending that to me again, because without you, I would not have been able to try it ever. And I would have always wondered. Then I had a whole product review where I tested 4 non-mission low-carb tortillas, and every single one of them lowered my ketones, unfortunately. If you want to see which one lowered my ketones the least, definitely check out that video. Again, I'll include a playlist at the end of this video. But the low-carb tortillas that I did test was Olay Extreme Wellness. I also tested La Banderita's low-carb tortillas. Boy, were those fluffy and amazing. I also tried Mama Lupe's, which had an awesome consistency in my opinion, but it did lower my ketones. And then lastly, I did try the La Tortilla Factory tortillas, which I see in Sprouts all the time. Okay guys, that is all I have for you in this video. I will be coming out with a part 2 to this video to include all of the products that rose my ketones when I did my product reviews for each of the products. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know in the comments below. So if this is helpful for you, definitely let me know in the comment section. I really take your guys' comments to heart and into consideration, and I appreciate the feedback that you guys give me. I really, really do. And I always love reading your comments because you guys have such great ideas and such amazing insight that I'm so glad that I have a area where I can hear your guys' thoughts. So please do share your thoughts. I really, really appreciate them. But that is all I have for you in this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.